Hello ladies and gents, welcome to another episode of Badass Guitar Tips. It's been a while. I was just working on something else and then an idea came into my head and I thought, hell, let's just make a video. So I'm going to talk to you about using alternate picking to play arpeggios with. Now this is not something that people do a lot of unless it's at slow tempos, because well, that's why they invented sweep picking, to be able to go through them easier. But using alternate picking to play arpeggios is a really useful thing to do. Because if you can do this, then regular picking licks seem easy in comparison, because you're doing all this string crossing in a short space of time, like playing one note on one string and then crossing to another one. And it's a lot for your hand or your wrist or however you're doing it, fingers or wrist or both. And you're really concentrating on those movements with nothing else in between. It's just string cross, string cross, string cross. So when you do a lot of that and you get pretty good at it, when you go to a regular picking lick, that all of a sudden doesn't seem so bad. So this is a really good way of like kind of turbocharging your picking technique. So I'm just going to show you the basic shapes we're going to use, so let's get involved. So this is the pattern we're going to use. I'm going to take an E minor arpeggio shape, all right? And what we're going to do is this. All right, so we're going to play sort of eighth note triplets, okay? And how it works is you move up 3 notes and then you skip down 1 like this and skip down. So let me count you through. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. And that note down there on the A string is the last note, okay? Even though we start on here. Right, and now I want you to start on a downstroke, and then once you've started, just make sure you are using strict alternate picking throughout, okay? No cheating, all right? So it's... So if you want to keep repeating that, cycling that one shape, just once you've gone down to that note down there, you just start again. Now that's the minor version. Let's do the major version of that. So I'm just going to move down to the shape of D. And the picking pattern is exactly the same, it's just the fretting hand is going to be slightly different, alright? So it's the same as that kind of shape, yeah? Which I'm sure you've encountered this. If you use arpeggios, you'll already know these shapes, it's just we're playing them a little bit differently, okay? So once you've got these shapes in gear, what I want you to do is be able to move this all the way down a scale. So as soon as I started in E minor, let's just use that, okay? So let's go down through the E minor scale, and I'm going to play the appropriate arpeggio for each scale interval. And then there's going to be a diminished one near the end, but I'll talk you through that once we get there. Okay, so this diminished shape and the second from last shape, it starts on F sharp, okay, so it's an F sharp diminished. So you start on the A string, so all of these shapes start on the A string in case you didn't notice that. I've got a 7 string, so just ignore that, low B, alright, you can handle that. So F sharp, A, C, F sharp, A, and then C. Okay, and then obviously we're doing the same step up pattern. But then I go down to the note of C all the way down here on the 3rd fret. Now if you were going to cycle this shape, you probably wouldn't want to play it down here because of that massive stretch. Or if you were going to play this shape, you probably wouldn't do it so that you went down to that note anyway. There's other ways you could do it. You could go go down a minor third to the D sharp, like that if you want to, alright? So just don't worry about that. But in this sequence, it really works going down to that note C, because going down like this, the next note we're going to go to is just on the E, so the stretch isn't so bad, yeah? It makes sense. So yeah, there you go, have a fiddle around with that, see how you get on, it should help. because if you can do that, then all the other picking licks just seem sort of easy in comparison, you know. If you haven't done so as well, I have got a free warm-up course on my site, so just go to the courses page, just grab it, it's free, it's right at the top, easy to find. There's also an Yngwie Malmsteen course which I just put out not too long ago as well, so get your mitts on that if you haven't done so already. So there's nothing else to say apart from enjoy. This lick is pretty fiddly, but it's worth it, okay? So thanks guys, I'll see you next time.